While the modern NBA is chock full of stars, it's tough to get any bigger than LeBron James. Ever since he burst into the basketball scene in high school, King James has been a dominant force. Retirement, however, won't end the James dynasty. It seems like his sons, Bronny and Bryce James, are poised to take the crown. Bronny may be making headlines with his high school team, but there's another basketball-playing member of the James clan waiting in the wings, LeBron's youngest son, Bryce. So what is the scary truth of LeBron James' sons? Stay tuned to find out, because in this video, we took a look at Bryce James versus Bronny James. But before that, let's talk about their legendary father, LeBron James. For the first time in his career, LeBron James got eliminated from the first round of the playoffs. The injury-riddled Los Angeles Lakers team fell to an in-form Chris Paul-led Phoenix Suns team to end their disappointing 2020-21 campaign. However, LeBron James has never been happier after such a failure of a season. At age 36, King James has nothing left to prove to his haters. The man has achieved it all. 4-time NBA champ, 4-time Finals MVP, 17-time All-Star, 4-time MVP, and a future Hall of Famer. As any sports fan can tell you, declaring an active player a legend can be a risky proposition. LeBron James' place in basketball history, however, is a pretty safe bet. Despite his difficult childhood, James found a home on the basketball court. He quickly blossomed into a star. Even in high school, his games became appointment viewing on ESPN. After going first overall in the 2003 NBA draft, though, LeBron's star only continued to rise. While there were some bumps in the road, making a spectacle of leaving Ohio during the decision immediately comes to mind, James has lived up to the hype. After 17 years in the NBA, he's still going strong. He's won 3 titles, 4 league MVP awards, and just about everything else available. Off the court, James has also developed into a powerhouse. Due to his talent and comparative affability, whether it's accurate or not, LeBron doesn't seem to have the same cold ruthlessness as Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. He's become a business in his own right. The Lakers star has plenty of investments, some massive endorsement deals, and his own charitable foundation. Let's take a look at Bryce James, the youngest son and the second child to LeBron James. Despite his burgeoning star status, Bronny isn't LeBron James' only basketball-playing son. While he might not have the same name recognition, Bryce Maximus is also waiting in the wings. Bryce Maximus James, born in 2007, is an upcoming basketball player who attends Sierra Canyon School in Chatsworth, Los Angeles. James is the middle child of National Basketball Association players LeBron James and SAVANNAH James. Both of his parents were athletes in high school. LeBron played basketball and football, and SAVANNAH played softball and was a cheerleader. Bryce plays several sports, including basketball and soccer, but his father did not allow him to play football or ice hockey over safety concerns. While living in Akron, Ohio, James attended Old Trail School in Bath Township, Summit County, Ohio. Bryce played for several amateur athletic union basketball. Bryce Maximus James plays the shooting guard position in basketball. He plies on his trade for the 15U Strive for Greatness squad. LeBron James has mentioned that he considers Bryce James to be the shooter in the family. Size is an essential factor in determining which position a player takes up. There is a good possibility of Bryce James switching to the forward position in a few years. Bryce Maximus James is 165 centimeters to 173 centimeters tall and weighs around 45 kilograms or 99 pounds. He has all the makings of a good athlete, and his physical attributes are only likely to improve with time. Scouts have identified Bryce James as an excellent shooter from behind the arc, a skill that is invaluable in the modern NBA. Like his father, he is also adept in playmaking, and his maturity is already in the bracket of a player in his late teens. For his age, James possesses exceptional athleticism. Bryce Maximus James is projected to be a brilliant overall player who has the skills to succeed in the modern NBA. He will be eligible for the NBA draft in 2029, so it will be intriguing to see how he develops as a player in the coming years. Following an early playoff exit, LeBron James seems to be enjoying the long offseason, spending time with his family. The 36-year-old was recently spotted courtside with Bronny, cheering on his younger son Bryce James as he executed a flawless Euro step to score the basket. Even though Bronny has been in the spotlight for the longest time, Bryce managed to stay under the radar for a while, but only for so long. The 14-year-old attends the same school as Bronny and plays on LeBron's under-15 Strive for Greatness squad. While Bronny has a style similar to his father, Bryce, who is in the early stages of understanding and playing the game, seems to be on his own path. Declared as the best shooter in the James household, Bryce has a more spot-up shooter style and can drive to the basket efficiently. Fans expect him to end up being taller than Bronny, who is 6'1" at the age of 16. The comparisons between the two sons of one of the greatest basketball players of all time have already begun, as Bryce begins to compete on a higher level. Since Bryce won't turn 13 until June 2020, his game knowledge is still a bit limited. However, he plays AAU ball and is apparently a pretty good shooter, if we can believe his father. In December 2019, ESPN's Paul Biancardi said that Bronny's jumper was better than LeBron's. When it comes to Bryce James and his future in basketball, it will be interesting to see the 14-year-old discover himself as he comes of age. Both sons are blessed with their parents' athletic genes, but carrying the burden of being the sons of one of the greatest players will be a daunting task. And whether they're up for it is something we will only know in a year or two. Coming to Bronny, we all know that his game is promising. Just a year younger than his father's career, Bronny was born on October 6, 2004. He has a significant following on Instagram and several connections with potential sponsors. Bronny was ranked at the 24th position in ESPN's June 2020 rankings, with DJ Wagner and Mickey Williams at the top of the rankings. Quite a good achievement considering he is the 24th best prospect in the country. At 24th in the rankings, Bronny can be in the first round pick at the moment. While some fans claim that Bronny has become complacent with his father's slogan, "Strive for greatness," we do believe that this is not the case. But we do agree that he's not there yet. Coming to think about it, not even LeBron started his career at the top of the rankings. Although Bronny is still playing at Sierra Canyon High School, he already has basketball fans and scouts excited about the future. Eric BOSSI of Rivals.com says that when he first saw him last summer, he was struck by his poise and ability to navigate all the craziness around him. He added that the poise is still there, and Bronny has now grown, has a great frame, is a budding athlete, and has the game to play at the point or shooting guard position. Bronny's own teammates have noticed the same thing. For all the teenager's physical tools, he's already well versed in dealing with pressure. Zaire Williams, a 5-star recruit on the Sierra Canyon squad, explained that people would be surprised by all the stuff Bronny has to go through. It's not fair, but he doesn't let it faze him at all. On the other hand, Bronny measures 6'2" and 176 pounds on the scale. Still, the legend's son seems to have faced more challenging competitors. He was playing against Sarah, one of the most competitive schools in their county. He's also faced Maraday, a school with NBA prospects of their own. At his age, Bronny has in-court skills that his dad had not mastered at that time and age. Bronny can dunk and perform ball skills that LeBron only mastered in junior year. As a freshman, Bronny has shown skills past his father's freshman abilities. In fact, we believe LeBron Jr. can rank higher than the 24th position. Even though his dad was a good dunker, he was a little crafty in the air, but his son is relatively smooth and precise on his dunks. Are LeBron's sons as good as the media makes them look? And will they be able to be as great as their father was? Please leave us your thoughts in the comment section below.